Here are 40 really cool details throughout every Arkham game. Some details bigger, some smaller, but all of them I think are really cool. Please follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to increase my following on there. I'd really appreciate it. Also subscribe. I want to try to get to 110k before the end of the year, but other than that, let's just start with Batman Arkham Asylum. So to start off, in the beginning of Batman Arkham Asylum, once you break out of intensive treatment in the beginning of the game to explore the island, you're supposed to go to your Batmobile, then to the medical facility. However, you can actually enter some of the buildings already on the island and speak to the people there. And doing this, you'll actually find dialogue that's rarely heard by people because you wouldn't think to do that, but listen to all the dialogues here.
Thank God it's you. Have you caught Joker yet?
No, but I'm going to track him down. I need you to stay here. Stop anyone trying to get into the mansion.
Whatever you say, Batman. No one's getting past me.
Batman! You scared me.
You're lucky I'm not one of Joker's men. Stay here and keep a lookout.
Yeah, will do.
Number 2. There's a very coincidental detail in this game. In the medical facility in this room here, there's a sign. The sign is titled the Arkham Knight Shift List, and there's a name of Jason Peters there as well. Peter is Jason's middle name, not Peters with an S like it's shown here, but still. That with the sign of Arkham Knight, as in the Arkham Knight with a K, is a very big coincidence to Batman Arkham Knight. No way Rocksteady planned this all the way back then, but it is something to take note of. Number 3. The Arkham Mansion actually has some unique dialogue of its own. After Dr. Young dies, instead of leaving the mansion, if you actually go back to the people you saved inside the mansion like Aaron Cash here, they have their own 2 cents to add to her passing.
Batman, where's Dr. Young?
I'm sorry. Harley Quinn murdered her.
She's dead? Oh man, I'm sorry. I should have done something. Why did I let her come over here?
Young was working with Joker. She would have got here one way or another. Before she died, she spoke about a lab hidden in the gardens. Do you know anything about it?
No, sorry. The gardens have been locked down for months. Warden's orders.
I'm going after the Warden. You stay here and look after everyone.
Will do, Batman.
I should follow the Warden's blood trail. I need those security
Come on.
codes.
We'll get through this.
I should have seen the signs. I should have done something.
It's going to be fine. Batman will do his thing. Joker will be stopped.
Right, you're back. Any luck finding Dr. Young?
I found her, but Harley Quinn got to her first. She's dead.
She's dead? Dr. Young? They'll get us next. We won't survive the night.
You should be safe here. I'm going after Quinn. She has the Warden.
God, I can't believe Dr. Young is dead too.
Next, here's a pretty small but interesting thing Rocksteady added. So in this room here, in the library, in the mansion, there's a group of thugs to fight. You can actually skip them if you grapple straight up and progress through the story. However, if you do that, they actually leave the room here, and they come back to fight you right after Dr. Young dies. It's pretty unique, and it's really interesting that Rocksteady thought of this. It's pretty cool. Number 5. So after meeting Poison Ivy in the Botanical Gardens and getting the line launcher, once you exit, the story wants you to go to the mansion and speak to Aaron Cash. However, you can skip this part of the story completely, and what you can actually do is go straight to the intensive treatment, which is where Aaron would tell you to go anyway. Doing this actually makes it so the snipers don't spawn in the overworld, because after talking to Aaron Cash, snipers do spawn in the overworld, but they won't if you go straight to the intensive treatment. Number 6. During the sewage section in Arkham Asylum, if you have the cryptographic sequencer range upgrade, you can actually skip this fight here. Once you enter the room, just decode the things from up here, and boom, you're good to go. Number 7. Throughout Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman's facial hair actually grows. Here's Batman in the beginning of the game, and here's a shot of him towards the end of the game. Now, one person might be thinking how his facial hair grows that much in the span of 5 hours, maybe 6 hours. I think during times of high stress, people's hair grows faster, I think. I don't know. I made that up, but just source, trust me, bro. Number 8. This little room here in the medical facility was one of the rooms Jason Todd was actually tortured in. You can actually see this in Batman Arkham VR. You can see the room is set up to be the exact same way. It's pretty interesting. Number 9. At the end of Arkham Asylum, there are 3 endings. Each has one hand coming out of the water, one from Scarecrow, one from Croc, and one from Bane. The canon ending here is actually Bane. A story in Arkham City confirms that. I used to think it was Crane, and I made the mistake of doing that in a video, so I'm correcting myself here, I guess. That's enough for Arkham Asylum. Let's move on to Arkham City. Number 10. In Arkham City, during Victor Zsasz' side mission, if you never scan or progress the mission, eventually, the game will just do this for you on a phone call. It's pretty crazy, right? Number 11. During Mad Hatter's side mission, the mask Jarvis gives you is usually black. However, if you change to the blue and gray Batman suit, it will actually change the color to blue. I tried to see if the color was different among the other suits in the game, but I couldn't notice anything. I'll show them here though in case you see something that I don't. Number 12. During the church segment, when Joker's about to blow up the building and you have to exit, there's actually dialogue Joker has if you don't do that. Check this out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you soon, Bats. What are you waiting for? We both know how this is going to turn out. You're going to come and find me. You can't stop yourself, can you? Sometimes I wonder if all this will just end with one of us looking down at the other's corpse, trying to work out what to do next. The only question is, whose body will it be? I know who I'm rooting for. What about you? Now get out of there now, or you'll ruin everything.
Number 13. So there's this running theory that Arkham City takes place in the 90s. Over here near Wonder Tower's building, there's a sign with the opening date of the Arkham facility listed as November 19th, with the number 1 followed by asterisks for the year. But since there is a 1 there, that's like, okay, so the year has to most likely be set in the 90s, right? If that 1 starts for a year, it wouldn't really make sense for this game to be set in the 90s considering the technology present in the series for just regular people like phones and stuff, but this does make the implication that maybe the Arkhamverse is set in the 90s, and maybe they just have our kind of current technology in that year. Number 14. This might be very obvious to some and not so obvious to others. I don't know. But in the courtroom, half of it is burnt and half of it is perfectly fine, which, is very fitting for Two-Face. I'm gonna be honest, I did not notice this until like years later. Number 15. During the section of the game where you have to save Vicky Vale, if you don't take out the snipers and try to go to her, she actually has unique dialogue to listen to. You have to drop a smoke bomb and go near her so the snipers don't shoot you, but take a listen.
No offense, Batman, but in case you hadn't noticed, there are people shooting at us?
Number 16. This detail is pretty uneventful, but if you save at a point where you play as Catwoman, and then proceed to remove her from the game via removing the DLC or going into the game's files or whatever, you get this dialogue box here. I know this is very whatever, but I'm positive a lot of you haven't seen this before, so now you have. You're welcome. Number 17. During the Clayface boss fight, if you throw a remote control batarang at Joker during the fight, he will actually duck it. Check this out. It's pretty awesome, and I wish we got more stuff like this with other villains, but it's pretty cool to see Joker do this here in this boss fight. Number 18. Catwoman has different dialogue with a lot of the overworld villains in the game. Check them out here.
What the hell are you supposed to be?
Piss off!
Really? Okay, if you insist. Oh, I forgot to say, speak to me like that again, Penguin, and I'll show you just what it feels like for a poor little bird to be torn apart by a cat.
Please, don't hurt me! I didn't mean it!
That's much nicer. See? You can be nice, Oswald. See you around. Ugh. No way am I going in there. Of all the people in Arkham City, Mr. Zsasz gives me the creeps. Do you ever learn, Eddie? I'm not interested in your silly little games. I'm lost, boys. Can anyone help a girl?
Are you Alice?
Sorry, Jarvis. It's me, Catwoman.
Alice, I need my Alice.
Wow, Strange really did a number on you, didn't he? Listen, I'm going to go and find Alice, okay? I hear she's with the Cheshire Cat. Somewhere. Well, well, Julian Day. What are you doing here?
Catwoman? How very nice to see you here.
Don't get too excited. There's no way I'm letting you free. Not after that Falcone mess.
How funny that you should mention that illustrious family. And so close to your birthday. Tell me, are you expecting anything specific from your father this year?
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing, really. I'll be seeing you, kitty cat. This year or next.
Where have you been? Where is my... You haven't got it, have you?
Yeah, about that. Look, Red, it wasn't my fault. Strange didn't...
I'll kill him.
Be my guest.
I'll kill all of you.
Okay, then. I think I'll be going now.
Yes, go! Join the rest of the meat. I'll destroy them all. First Strange, then Gotham. No one will be safe.
Get me out of here.
It's that kind of attitude that gets you in these kind of situations.
If you don't open this door, I'll kill you too.
Will you really? See you later, Bane. Hopefully next time you'll know how to talk to a lady. Well, isn't this nice? I guess Batman found your wife after all.
Yes. My beautiful Nora is now safe.
So, is now a good time to talk to you about an idea I had to steal the Pharaoh's diamond from the Egyptian Museum? It's really hot there, and, well, all this latex really makes a girl sweat.
Leave me with my wife, Catwoman.
Just asking, Freeze. Just asking. Let me in!
Sorry, lady. Church is closed.
Well, that's just plain rude.
Number 19. There's an alternate ending with Catwoman where if you don't save Batman during your mission, the game gives you this alternate ending where Batman kind of dies and everyone's screwed over. However, the game will rewind back to right before to make the right choice. If you slow down that rewind section, you can actually hear Joker say this secret message.
Thank you for the entertainment, Bats.
Number 20. After completing some of the side missions in the game, you'll notice some of the villains leave calling cards, so to speak, near the areas where the missions happen. For example, Mad Hatter leaves a tea set on the roof where the mission starts, Mr. Freeze leaves an ice trail to get to his wife, and Catwoman's apartment has this spray painted at her apartment. That's enough for Arkham City. Moving on to Batman Arkham Origins. So in Batman Arkham Origins, on the bridge in the game, you can find the sniper rifle here. This is the same rifle used in the game's reveal trailer where Deadshot used it to fire at Batman during his fight with Slade. This proves that the trailer is actually canon, which is pretty awesome. I think all the trailers for every game is canon. Number 22. After beating Slade in Arkham Origins, it might catch people off guard, but the reason Batman throws a sword at the end here at Slade is to have Slade focus on it with his good eye, allowing Batman to run up and take him down since, Slade's other eye is not, it's defective. Number 23. Something unique about Deathstroke in this game is that while playing as him, he can instantly open vents while Batman cannot. It's a very neat little detail that shows the enhanced strength Slade has, which is awesome on W Montreal's part to incorporate. Number 24. If you look at Harley Quinn's character viewer in the game, she's holding a clipboard. If you zoom in, you can actually see it says Suicide Squad on the clipboard, similar to the one Waller passes to Slade in the game's post-credit scene. This could be hinting that she is aware of this team and in a way, assisted Waller in the process. Number 25. During the scene where Alfred is dying, you can notice the subtitles change to Bruce Wayne when Bruce is begging for Alfred to come back, showing that he drops the Batman persona and, to me, goes back to being the kid who lost his parents in that alley, except this time he has control of the outcome. Number 26. So throughout the Arkham games, the Thugs and Predator sections actually sometimes are shown to hate each other and kind of beef with each other. They insult each other as they get picked off by Batman. There's some rare dialogue that can spawn from this, one of which is this pretty funny dialogue in this game. Check this out.
Hey, by the way, I'm dating your sister.
What the fuck? That's enough for Arkham Origins. Moving on to Arkham Shadow. So Arkham Shadow actually has a ton of callbacks to previous games. For one, the character of Joe in this game mentions to Leslie Tompkins that he knows about her health clinic near Park Row. This health clinic is actually in Arkham City. You can find it near Ivy's lair. Another callback is the audio tape with Andrea Beaumont. I'll play the tape here.
Hi, Bruce. It's Andrea. I was going to send you another postcard, but would you believe that the museum here ran out? Besides, I'm pretty sure Alfred's the only one who reads them. I saw a painting today, Le Char de l'Amour by Schuller. It's a bunch of people being carried off by the Angel of Death. They're all looking around, but she's staring straight at the viewer, looking at you like she can see every sin you've ever committed. I don't know. For some reason, it reminded me of you. Stay safe, Bruce. I hear Gotham's more dangerous than ever right now. You know how to find me.
The postcards she's referring to from that tape are the ones you can find in Arkham Origins in the Batcave. It's really cool how these small details shine in this game, Batman Arkham Shadow. Number 28. During the game, there's a section where you have to scan for clues to discover the code for this lock here. If you already know the code though, Batman will just say this.
Lucky guess, sir? Something like that.
Number 29. Spoiler for Batman Arkham Shadow. Skip here for the next detail, but during the scene where Harvey becomes Two-Face, Harvey will call you an ass-throwing bastard. This is the same exact thing he tells Batman in Batman Arkham Knight.
Bastard. I wish I was dead. I'm a freak because of you.
That wasn't my fault.
You're the man with that acid-throwing bastard in the dark.
Next up, if you go in detective mode while Arnold Wesker and Scarface Dummy are talking, you'll notice that the voice emitter is coming from Scarface, which implies that the puppet in the Arkhamverse is actually possessed and is not Arnold simply being the person to control and speak himself. That's enough for Arkham Shadow. Moving on to Batman Arkham Knight. In this game, after Oracle quote-unquote dies, if you go back to that area later in the story, Joker actually has his own dialogue about the situation. Multiple, in fact. Take a listen.
Hang on, did you leave something here? It was sort of body-shaped, wasn't it? You think Jimbo took her? He's gotta be a prime suspect. I imagine Gordon shoveling the dirt on Bab's body right now. Then heading off for revenge on Scarecrow. Might as well jump in the grave with her and save himself some time. Someone needs to have a word with the commish. I thought tampering with a crime scene was a serious offense. Well, maybe they make an exception when you're related to the evidence.
Number 32. In this game, if you shoot a vehicle with the rec gun, it lights up. That's it. That's the fact. Pretty interesting, right? Number 33. Here's one that might not be intentional, but I wanted to bring it up. It's not just Arkham Knight, but in the Arkham games, there's quite a few nods to Breaking Bad, the popular TV show. In Arkham City, there's the W. White building, which is for the Batman villain Great White Shark, but it can be interpreted as Walter White. Next, the character Mike Ehrmantraut's actor Jonathan Banks voices Gordon in Batman Arkham Knight. And finally, in Arkham Origins, the speech that Batman gives to Alfred basically telling him that he's the danger is very similar to the "I am the one who knocks" speech that Walter gives to his hot wife in Breaking Bad.
When the mugger or the thief stops to think twice, that is fear. That is what I am. That is why they hired assassins, because I am the reason the criminals breathe easier when the sun rises. So no, Alfred, I am not in over my head. Tonight will not be my end, but it will be theirs.
A business big enough that it could be listed on the NASDAQ goes belly up. Disappears. It ceases to exist without me. No, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Number 34. As most of us know in Batman Arkham Knight, a lot of the landmarks around Gotham have Jokerized effects on them, which is really cool. One in particular was, I think, found really recently, like about a year ago. This statue over on Miagani Island will have this effect when lightning strikes it. Shout out to Sponge4007 for finding this, links in the description. I've never seen this until this video dropped, which is insane, so I wanted to share it. And as far as I know, it's the only lightning effect in the game to show a Joker illusion, and just for a second at that. I don't think other Joker hallucinations do this, so that's really cool to see, so shout out to Sponge4007. Number 35. During the Ace Chemicals mission, the game wants you to take these guys out on the left, then go to the terminal, then go to the top of the building of Ace Chemicals to scan and locate the missing workers. However, you can actually skip all of that. You can immediately just go to this room on the right and take these guys out, find the first worker, and get your Batmobile inside the building and progress as if you just did scan and locate the workers. Number 36. Keeping up with Ace Chemicals, if you notice with the Batmobile, there are 2 back seats for people to get into in this vehicle. As far as I know, there's only one instance in the entire game where both seats are used at the same time. And it's optional, which is funny, and it's here at Ace Chemicals. After saving the first worker, the game wants you to take him to Gordon, but you can actually just not take him to Gordon and progress the mission, and you can save the next guy, and then he'll take the second seat. It's kind of an irrelevant in whatever detail, but I don't know, I kind of find it interesting and pretty funny as well. Number 37. During the Ace Chemicals helicopter boss fight, if you notice, you can spot the Arkham Knight up above on the building. Shooting him will cause him to vanish, which is really sick. Number 38. If you go to GCPD in the game after beating the Arkham Knight, you'll find his helmet and gear here. However, if you go back all the way to where you beat Jason Todd in his boss fight, you'll actually see that his helmet is still there on the ground where he dropped it in the story. So either this was a mishap on Rocksteady's part, or maybe Jason swung by the GCPD and gave them his spare like the nice guy he is. Number 39. During the Arkham Knight Hush side mission, there's a part where the camera pans around this chessboard while Batman walks towards Thomas. If you notice, there's a black knight and white rook. The knight symbolizes Batman as, he is the Dark Knight, and the rook symbolizes Thomas as, in a sense, he's a rookie Bruce Wayne, so to speak, an imitation of the real person. Crappy as the side mission was, I did really enjoy this detail in the mission. And finally, this one's for all the Arkham games. If you notice, we never see how Bruce's parents exactly died. We get bits and pieces, but it's always diluted by something external. In Batman Arkham Asylum, the flashback is manifested by Scarecrow's fear toxin, so we see a very hallucinated version of it, not knowing the full story. In Arkham City, we can visit Crime Alley, with Hugo leaving a present for us there, but nothing to show us more of what happened that night. In Batman Arkham Origins, the scene is pictured as if Joker was the killer. Nothing new for us there as well. In Batman Arkham Knight, it's also a Joker hallucination where Joker kicks Batman when he's mourning his parents. And in Batman Arkham Shadow, we see another Scarecrow hallucination where Batman's demon form comes out to save the day in some alternate reality thing. We never truly see what happened that night, how it all went down, if something was different. It's kind of left to our interpretation. Who knows, maybe an Arkham game in the future will show us the full scene one day. And those are 40 random details in the Arkham games. Let me know which one's your favorite and if I should do another one like this, and if there's any that I missed that I should have put in the video. Yeah, let me know, man. As always, like, comment, sub, all that helps, dude. I really appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter, like I said. I'm trying to get those numbers up, and I will see you on the next video. Stay safe and peace.